Today we're going to tackle one of the most hotly contested subjects in the silver community.
You done messed up, Aaron!
So stay tuned. Well, how you doing out there, YouTube? Welcome to another edition of the Silver and Gold Stack Attack. As always, I appreciate you stopping by and checking out the video, and if you'd like to help support this channel, be sure to like this video, leave a comment, and subscribe if you haven't already done so. Well, let's get right to it. To clean or not to clean? To some, that is not the question. Now, they're of the pure belief that no coin should ever be cleaned, and they're pretty damned adamant about it. On the other hand, there are others who believe that since they own the coins, and they're only in it for the silver content, that they can clean whatever the hell they want to. It's theirs. So, either way, this is a prickly conversation in the end, and I've seen a lot of commenters going at each other like at Mach 3 from both sides of the coin. Both sides of the coin. See what I did there? Anyway. So before I even get deep into this video, I'm going to start with a serious disclaimer, so please hear me out. I am in no way encouraging you to clean any coins, ever. So don't go cleaning any Morgans, peace dollars, or any other 90% constitutional silver and claim that Silver and Gold Stack Attack said it'd be okay.
Don't you do it! Don't you!
If you decide to go through and clean a few coins, it's all on you. And you most likely you probably won't want to clean any government-backed coins like Eagles, Maples, etc. I am absolutely not encouraging this at all. This video is just going to show the end result of some worn-out coins that I pulled together and cleaned them up to kind of show the difference of clean versus unclean. They weren't quite cull status, but they sure are now that I've cleaned them. Luckily, I literally paid barely above melt price for the coins you're getting ready to see, and they're not key dates or numismatic in any way, so go easy on me. These are strictly being stacked for melt value only. The numismatic value left them a long time ago due to wear and tear. So please keep that in mind if you ever decide to clean up any of your constitutional silver. You're going to be taking something that might have decent value and reduce it to cull status. Now that that's out of the way, most collectors, experts, dealers, they're going to tell you not to clean your coins. But I say there's two trains of thought on this highly controversial subject. First one, anti-cleaners are going to tell you it's never okay to clean a coin that has numismatic values, such as a rare coin or a key date, and that you should avoid cleaning vintage coins like Morgans, Barbers, peace dollars, standing liberties, etc. Now, on that, I completely and utterly agree. I am totally with that line of thought, completely. Now, the second point of view from the pro cleaners is if you have junk silver that has no numismatic value and you're only collecting for melt value, then go for it. What the hell? The reason behind this is due to the fact that no coin will ever go below its melt or face value, regardless of it being dirty or cleaned. And those who reason in that way figure they'd like to have some nice shiny silver to go, I don't know, all Scrooge McDuck and roll around in it. Or just play with the pile to hear that magical sound that silver on silver makes. It is pretty sweet. I mean, is there any other sound in the world like that for us silver stackers? Probably not. So, honestly, I can't argue with either side. Both bring up valid points, and, you know, some like the purity of the grime, while others don't want to mess with 100 years of dirty fingers. So, let's take a quick look at the coins I picked up from the LCS to clean and throw into this video. Alright, so these are the coins that I actually picked out from the LCS to use as guinea pigs. You can see the walkers are in pretty rough shape. I've got 244 walkers that are there. They're pretty dirty and there's tape residue on them. And on the bottom we've got a couple of Franklins, a 50 and a 51, that are also pretty messed up. So on the right, you see our final product, and I have to say that the picture doesn't do them justice. These actually shine a lot better than what you're seeing here in the picture. So yeah, it really does work to clean these up. They come out looking a heck of a lot better. If you look at the walkers though, that tape residue didn't quite come off. So I'm gonna soak those in Goo Gone, and we'll see how that comes out in the next couple of frames. And these are the same coins, just on the reverse, so you can see how good they did come out. Um, there is a huge difference here. I mean, obviously you can tell there's a huge difference. They didn't come out perfectly, but they look a hell of a lot better than they did. I mean, there was rust on one of the Franklins, and that came out completely. So yeah, I mean, we're looking a lot better, but we've got some pristine looking coins now, with the exception of the details. Again, we've killed the value by doing this. So right now, these half dollars are worth melt value instead of any kind of numismatic value they may have had, which really wasn't all that much to begin with. Um, over melt value, it really wasn't that high. So, and I didn't pay. I barely paid above melt value for these. So, I'm not losing anything by shining them up. I bought them just to do this demonstration, and this is the end result. So this is the backside. Now, here are those 44 walkers again. I told you earlier that I was going to soak them in Goo Gone, and it made a difference. You can tell that there's definitely a bigger difference than what it was, but you can still see it. You can still see the residue. So for fear of scratching off any silver, I'm going to avoid doing anything else to these. They look fantastic for what they are. Tape residue is just pretty tough. I think it'd been on there since these damn things came out. It was that tough. But yeah, you can see the difference once I put a little bit of Goo Gone on there with that tape residue. They're not looking bad. Not looking bad. So the big reveal on what I use to clean these coins, it is Right Silver Cream. It's a pretty simple process. You rub the stuff on the coin with a little bit of water, get the other side, rinse it off in hot water, make sure you get all the residue off, and you buff it out with a microcloth, like a little microfiber cloth. The results speak for themselves. It really is a good product for silver. And it's not just for, coins or anything. You can use it on anything silver and it'll come out great. Jewelry, silverware, whatever you have. Um, so yeah, I would recommend this stuff for anything other than cleaning coins, because I'm not 100% condoning it, but I'm not totally against it either. So, like I said earlier, it depends on where you stand and how you feel about it. But yeah, this is the stuff. Now there are other methods. There's a dipper. It's called Easy Est, I think, where you just dip it in. There's no rubbing involved. You just kind of drop it in, take it out after a few seconds, all set. And there's a little bit more complicated and involved method where you get some tin foil, put it in a little a little tray. Put your hot water in there, put your silver in there, sprinkle some baking soda on there, let it sit for about 5 minutes, and bam, it soaks the residue off, and you've got shiny, clean stuff. I don't know how it works, and I've not done it. I don't know how it works. I haven't tried that one. I may throw a few Mercurys in there just to see how that works, and maybe I'll do another video down the road on how that came out. But I'm not afraid to kill some Mercurys. It's no big deal. But yeah, this is the stuff I use, Right Silver Cream. Now, when we're talking about value of a coin, we can basically break it down to three elements. The first one, a coin has numismatic or collector value. Number two, melt value. And number three, face value. So we already know that a clean coin is not going to go below face value or melt value. Now, a clean coin will definitely go between or below numismatic or collector value, for sure. But let's take a closer look at melt value. So when it comes to cleaning coins, we know that we're killing a value of a coin by doing it. We already know this. We're taking what may have had some value, and we're reducing it to cull status. Cull equals melt value. And that's what we're going to take a look at here. As of November 2021, based on a spot price of 24.01 on average, these are the melt values for some really popular 90 percenters. So if you look to the left, you've got the Mercury and Roosevelts. They have a melt value of $1.7369, so roughly $1.74. But the barbers are a little bit more, so it's almost double for the barbers. So I wouldn't be cleaning any barbers if I were you. But moving on, Barbers, Standing Liberty, and Washington Quarters. Now we're up to $4.34 melt value. So that's not too bad. Barber, Walking Liberty, and Franklin $half. We're up to an $8.68 melt value. And so, that's the lowest you're going to get for one, no matter the condition. And the Morgan and Peace dollars, which, again, I highly recommend against cleaning these. There's just no point in it. You're going to kill the value of it. If you take a nice $50 on average Morgan and you clean it, you've taken that $50 and reduced it to cull status, which is melt value, and that's $18.57. Okay? So that Morgan that you, let's say on average, let's say it's a $30 Morgan, and you clean it, and you've dropped that value from 30 to 18.57, you've just lost $11.43 on that coin. So you have to take that into consideration. Peace dollar, same thing. Let's say we got for the 1922 peace dollar that I had, let's say on average $20. Okay, if you clean it, it's down to melt value. So you've just lost $1.43 on that peace dollar. Not a deal breaker per se, but you got to understand that, somebody might actually pay more for the condition that it was in before you cleaned it. And money's money. And when it comes to silver, every penny counts when it comes to value and what you get back on it. So these are the values you have to kind of take into consideration if you end up cleaning a coin. So here's the question. Does cleaning a coin make it instantly attain cull status? The answer is yes. If you clean a numismatic valued coin, you have just turned it into a cull coin. Regardless of the condition, I mean, it can look as good as this silver dollar here, this piece, and it's still considered a cull. Okay, you have cleaned a coin. You have stripped the value off of that coin. So yes, cleaning a coin does count for cull status. All right, you've killed the value. Same with this Morgan. If you go ahead and clean it, you're going to lose money on it. Now, does it look good? Sure. Does it look sellable? Absolutely. Could you fool somebody with this thinking, hey, that's in fantastic condition, that's a top dollar coin? Yeah, unfortunately. If you're an unscrupulous seller, you could absolutely sell this in that condition, and most people wouldn't know the difference. So, yep, you have to be careful about that. Let's take, for example, let's take a look at this Morgan again. So this Morgan, it's a 1921. These sell for about, in decent shape, anywhere, depending on condition, about $21 to $40. So let's go right in the middle and call it 30. This is a $30 coin. So if I clean this, all right, I've gone ahead and cleaned it. If I do that, I'm going to go down from $30 in value, on average, to about $18.57, which is the melt value, because it is turned into a cull coin. So I've lost $11.43 on this Morgan because I cleaned it. Now, will that $11.47 or 43 cents bother anybody? I don't know. Maybe not. They've got a nice, clean, spot shiny Morgan to show off. But again, you have to take into consideration that cleaning loses value. Okay, you have turned it into a cull coin, which means you've relegated it to melt status. Let's take a look at that, the peace dollar. Same thing, beautiful coin. On average, this goes for maybe $20. Now, if I clean this coin, it's going to bring it down to melt value because of its cull status, and I'm going to lose $1.43. No big deal, really, when it comes down to it, right? 22s are pretty common for this. There's quite a few of them out there. But again, cleaning it makes it a cull coin, and it loses its status as a numismatic. So, yep, you've turned it into a cull coin. So you're going to melt value. As good as this peace dollar looks, if I cleaned it and this is the way it turned out, it is officially a cull coin. Okay? It's melt value only. As beautiful as that is, there's a hell of a shine on there. But it would be a melt value only coin. It's crazy to think about it, but there is that much value put on leaving the grime on your coins. It's crazy, but that's how it is. Alright, so we're going to get ready to close this video out, but I want to close with one more topic. How do you know if a coin has been cleaned or not? Well, some of them it's not going to be easy to tell because the details are so worn down. They might look perfectly good to you. And like I said, if you don't have an eye for clean coins, you may not notice this at all. This $50 has been cleaned. Okay, I went ahead and cleaned it. It's a 67 Kennedy. Okay, so we got a little 40%er here. Looks fantastic, right? But hey, it's worth melt value now because it's been cleaned. Okay, so on this one it's going to be kind of hard to tell, but you want to look for little scratches, maybe details. There might still be some dirt stuck in the details. That's especially the case with these the walkers. Okay, it's pretty obvious when you look. You don't need to be a pro to know that this has been cleaned. All right, look at all the crap still in the details up here. It just didn't. The cleaner didn't get it out, so you can still see it. All right, down here you can see it, all in there. So it made the regular relief area is pretty good, but look at the grime stuck in those little tiny details that are still prevalent throughout the coin. The grime is still there, and you can especially see it on here on the back side. Look at where all the dirt is stuck on the left side here. Okay, underneath the wings here. It's pretty obvious that this has been cleaned. So you can easily tell for some coins, but I gotta warn you, the Franklins, they clean up pretty damn good. I'm not even gonna lie. You really gotta eyeball these things to know. Maybe put it under like a little magnifying glass to pick up the scratches if there are any. But these clean up really nicely. I hate to even say it. So make sure you're looking at Franklin's really closely because there's not a lot of intricate details on this. Probably the most telling part would be right in here where it connects to the wood. But you'd be hard pressed to know that this was cleaned if you didn't know what you were looking at. Okay. So the Franklins clean up really nicely. Bottom line. Same thing. We got a 62 quarter. You can see the scratches on the left side, so you can tell this has been cleaned. It looks fantastic, but there's signs that it's been cleaned. I mean, on the back, it looks brand new. This looks like a brand new issue. If you were to just look at it, it looks brand new. So, same thing with these dimes. I mean, you'll know pretty clearly if a dime's been cleaned. I have a lot of Mercurys that are in really good shape anyway. I don't even bother with these. I wouldn't clean these. So, but these Mercurys get pretty freaking grimy. I love them. I love collecting them. It's my main constitutional. But they get dirty. A lot of fingers have been on these things. And last but not least, I wanted to show you guys these here. These are Australian 50-cent pieces. I don't know if you can see them really well, but these I got. These are actually 80%. Okay, and yeah, welcome back, Queen. Can't get away from her. So these are 50-cent pieces from Australia, and they are 80%. And these cleaned up really nicely. There's not a whole lot other than silver value in these anyway. Now, you have to be careful with stuff like this because a lot of these in Australia were actually melted down. They were worth far, far more with their silver content than 50 cents. So these have been out of circulation for years. I think these are, 66s? Yep, 1966. They've been out of circulation for a long time. And good luck finding them. They can be difficult to find. But a lot of these were melted down. So these can actually be considered rare in a certain sense. But it's all silver, so that is the daily struggle, guys. I'm going to go ahead and close it out. I appreciate you checking in, and I would love to hear, good or bad, I would love to hear your comments on cleaning constitutional silver. Are you for it? Are you against it? Would love to hear your comments as to why, if you think the stuff should just be left alone, or if you're under the mindset that it's mine, I only care about the melt value. I like to roll around in clean silver. So I would love to hear your opinions, guys. So leave me a comment down below on how you feel about cleaning constitutional. Me personally, I'm not going to be cleaning my stuff. It's going to stay just the way it is. Because if I've got 1,000 coins and I've lost, $2 because of shining them up and per coin, I guess what? I just lost what? A lot of money. Lost a lot of money there. But if it's for a little handful, I mean, if that's your thing and you're only looking for melt value, go for it. Either way, it's your choice. You own it. It's your choice. So that's going to do it. You guys hang in there. Have a great week ahead. Thanks for stopping by. And I'll catch you next week on the Silver and Gold Stack Attack. Get stacked. Peace.